to be going over just real quick introductions. We're going to be talking about what it means to assess your readiness, prioritize your data, and then into a Copilot demo at the end, which I think will be really exciting. So to start the conversation today, I like starting conversations with discussing what the problem is. What are we even talking about? Why are we talking about it? What is the problem that we're trying to solve here? And I want to start the conversation by telling maybe my view on maybe what the problem is that we're talking about. But then right after, we're going to jump into a polling question to see what you guys feel is the problem that we're even talking about. In my view, the problem is maybe can be summarized like this. In the ever-evolving landscape of business technology, many leaders find themselves at a crossroads, aware of the transformative potential of artificial intelligence, AI, but uncertain about how to harness its power effectively. That's my summary of what the problem is. Today, we'll talk about how one of the first steps harnessing AI is through an effective data strategy, but we'll also talk about what else plays into it.
So I spend a lot of time with clients talking about AI. I think what we're seeing, certainly with the clients that are coming to us to talk about this topic, it's a mix of lots of different things. It's a mix of excitement, great ideas on how they could potentially leverage the technology, some confusion on where to start, what does it really mean, and then I think we all, on the other end of the spectrum, there's a bit of fear. It's about how do I think about this relative to my data, to the content that I have in my organization. What can people see? What can't they see? How is it used? Is it being used on the internet? All of those different things. So we see a lot of that. And one of the things that we have found with our clients who are starting their AI journey, just the journey around artificial intelligence and how they think about it, is each of them has a plan and a structure around how they think about it. And so those clients, as we work with them, we're helping them put together a framework for the best amount of success as they begin their journey with artificial intelligence. So what does that look like? For us, obviously, in this particular webinar, we're going to spend a lot of time talking about data quality and availability. And John and Ryan will go into depth with that. So I won't spend a lot of time on that particular box. But the other three are security, governance, and then understanding what your quick wins are is what I'll spend the next few minutes going through and unpacking with some additional detail. So the first one, and this isn't necessarily in order left to right on the prior screen, but governance is a great place to start thinking about readiness from an AI perspective. Your business is changing, the technology landscape is changing. How do you think about the strategy that you have for applying technology to your business? And that's true whether it's artificial intelligence or any other piece of technology. Technology only works when it supports your business. So doing sort of the next thing just because it's the latest and greatest isn't always necessarily a great strategy. You need to be thoughtful about how you implement technology. You need to be thoughtful about the impact that it has when you do implement it, both for that particular piece of technology, but also within your entire environment, your entire organizational structure. And one of the things that we recommend clients do is think about where you want to go. Where is the future of your business? What are your competitors doing? What's happening in the technology landscape? What's changing that you could take advantage of? What are the things you should maybe avoid doing? And so understanding that and really having a good handle on that as a business is a best practice. And again, that goes to the technology landscape as well. This is one of the fastest, artificial intelligence is one of the fastest iterating, growing fields that I've ever personally seen in the technology space. And I think it's basically eclipsing anything that's happened in the past relative to speed of development, speed of change. And so understanding that even at a cursory level or understanding how you can learn about that is really important. And then if you wrap all those things together, we look at governance as a team sport. It's not just one individual in your organization. You need to have multiple people, in a governance group thinking about this, having being part of the strategy, being part of the decision making. And as I mentioned earlier, things are changing rapidly, both from a business perspective, but also the technology landscape. you need to have a plan to revisit that strategy around governance as it goes. So you want to make sure you understand from an artificial intelligence perspective, what data are you including in models? What data do you never want to include in models? How do you think about that inside your organization? How do you make those decisions accordingly from a compliance perspective, from a privacy perspective? Those are all really important considerations from a governance standpoint when it comes to artificial intelligence.